Hey everybody, I am super uber duper excited to be at this point um, of the program. It's unbelievable. It's two and a half years already have passed, and we are at this point in the program of completion. So enough babble. My name is Nicholas. It's so good to meet everyone again. And I know you guys are excited as well about being at this part of the program and knowing that graduation is not that far away. So, brief reminder of where I'm at. I am actually at a agency that provides foster care. They also provide therapy for the kids that are in the foster home that they provide. So the kids, typically, depending on the level that they are, if they're level one, of course, they only receive care from a in-home care coordinator one time a week, and if they are a level two, they receive care from a in-home care coordinator one time a week, and then they also have a session with a therapist, whether it be in-home or out of the office one time a week. And then we have our level threes who are more uh, receive more intensive care. And so, of course, they still will see in-home care coordinator and the therapist probably twice a week to provide therapeutic services for the home. Um, Sometimes we do therapy with the foster family to make sure that we're addressing their needs as well. And let's see. One thing I really enjoyed about my field experience, I really love people, and so the place where I'm at has a really good team of support, and so that's one thing to kind of brighten up my experience there. Was knowing that if I had any issues, any questions, um, they were right there to provide um, help in the areas that I needed, resources to help out in therapy and so forth. Also, being able to see the different dynamics doing therapy in the home versus just doing therapy in the office. And so there is a significant difference um, in doing therapy in those different areas. And so just getting an opportunity to kind of observe those behaviors with kids, interactions with them in the home versus being in the office, and just seeing how they interact um, in their own home as well. Um, One challenge I face in my field experience, um, coming into my field agency, they were already um, working with a new modality called trauma systems theory, and just trying to pick it up and learn it, and just make sure that I'm applying it to the clients that I see. I found it to be challenging because of trying to learn something new that I'm not really used to while I'm, um, working a full time job. Also, making sure that I'm spending time with my own family. And so just trying to learn something new while at an agency was a bit challenging in the beginning. But like I said, it became a little bit easier because of the team effort of just making sure that I was able to understand the modality, understand how it's used, and then of course we have weekly meetings and during clinical treatment team before we discuss our clients. No, I take it back. We discuss our clients, what's going on with everybody's caseload, and then afterwards we have a check-in to do a little bit of training on TST, just to make sure, we're all staying abreast of how to use the modality, and just being able to feed off everybody else that is a part of the team and their experiences. What is one thing I've learned about myself through my field experience? Um, I think at this particular agency, I've learned to put in place more self-care. My previous um, field experience, I didn't do a whole lot of that. I didn't think it was really required because the demands were not as intense. But this particular semester of uh, field experience, I've learned to make sure that I incorporate that self time or self care, because this particular placement is a little bit more demanding. Requires a little bit more of me. To add on top of that, family life and still trying to work in the hours for my full time job. So I've found it to be somewhat of a challenge. But once I'm able to incorporate that self time, and just recuperate and re-energize myself, I find that starting my weeks are a little bit easier. And so, but that is all I have to say. I'm quite surprised I made it through this video without having to do more than 5 retakes. So I am within my third take. So, but again, I'm excited. I really am. This has been a journey, not only for me, but also for those who I have befriended through this program. So it has been a pleasure meeting everyone, and I wish you all the best. Have a good day.